On the evening of April 17th, 2013, we received a report of a shooting that had just occurred. U.S. Army veteran Keran Stanislaus was gunned down in the front yard of a home that belonged to extended family members. At the time he was shot, a couple of his friends and extended family members were within feet. Sergeant Stanislaus was transported to a local hospital where efforts to save him continued. Sergeant Stanislaus succumbed to his injuries on April 18th, 2013. One of the witnesses to the homicide remained on scene to speak to law enforcement, while others were spotted running from the area by local residents. Based on our investigation, at least 4 people know what happened on the evening of April 17th, 2013. Interviews were conducted and witnesses perjured themselves, and the truth remains to be told. Alibis provided were proven to be false based on electronic, forensic, and physical evidence from the scene. Based on this evidence, investigators know that the shots that killed Sergeant Stanislaus originated from the yard in which he was visiting.
Okay. Hello, my name is Deborah Jones, and I'm just here to talk about my son, Keran Stanislaus, who was a victim of gun violence 5 years ago. First, I'd like to thank God for giving me the opportunity to speak on this subject today, and the Sanford Police Department for not forgetting my child. My child was killed 5 years ago by gun violence. And there was 5 people there at the time of his murder. And someone knows who did this. Who killed Keran. I cannot bring my child back, but someone could bring another to justice. So many lives have been affected by this. Keran was a good kid. He went and he served in the military. He got a Purple Heart. Got bombed in Afghanistan and come home to get gunned down in the streets by another human being. And that's a shame.
This case is particularly important because it involves the death of someone who was a brother, was a son, was someone that people cared about. We're asking now on the 5th anniversary of this case for you to go back and think about whether you may have had a conversation with someone, you may have overheard something, you may have some piece of information that can help with this investigation, a piece of information that could maybe help bring closure to this case, bring justice to this family. If you do, we'd ask that you please share that. Don't keep it to yourself. Even if you think it's minor, let us decide whether that's something that's helpful. But please reach out to law enforcement and let's help get this case solved.
I'm just asking someone to please come forward and bring the one to justice. It has affected so many lives, so many children, his children's lives, his brothers and his sisters, aunts, friends, family and friends, and I'm quite sure whoever did this, it's affecting them too. So if you please, just please, see in your heart to come and just let us know of what happened so I can have a closure on Keran's death.
This was not a random shooting. By now we know those involved have talked about the homicide and have told someone what happened. Sergeant Stanislaus was a son, a brother, a father, and was loved by many. For the person that signed up to protect and defend our freedom, to survive deployments overseas, to war-torn countries, only to return to his homeland and die as a result of gun violence on U.S. soil is a true tragedy. The Sanford Police Department and family of Sergeant Keran Stanislaus implore anyone with information to come forward to help bring this Army veteran's killer to justice so that he can finally rest in peace. Anyone with information, please reach out to either SPD Tips or Crime Line.